Okay, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Łukasz Rokic. In case you don't know, but you probably do, right? On this hangout, first of all, I appreciate you for showing up. If you're here live with me, I appreciate you. If you're watching the replay, hey, I appreciate you too. Although I would prefer it if you would show up live. Now, see, that's the thing with me. Sometimes I think faster than I can talk, so I end up doing this thing. So on this hangout, I'm going to show you how you can really, literally transform your life, start making money, get more happy, get more confident, and just feel better about yourself. And I'm not going to teaching you. I'm not going to be teaching you the how-tos. I'm going to be teaching you principles for how to transform you. Because for things to change, you have to change. For things to get better, you have to get better. What I'm going to share with you tonight can really be related in a great way to what we all do as kids. I mean, I used to do this stuff. I think that when I share you the story, you might be able to relate, because kids are awesome. Kids have imagination, and they are using it. They're using it all the time. They're using it every single day. And I remember, for like, watching movies and then pretending that I was the movie character, and by pretending I actually felt like that person, like that guy, like that hero that I wanted to emulate. Or when I was a kid, I was like a really big fan of football. So we would like buy football T-shirts with like the name of the specific player that we really liked, and then pretend that we were that particular player. And it's this stuff works. Because you believe that it works, because you act, you think, you behave as if you are that person. But then you go to school, you grow up, you get around adults, and you think that adults are so freaking cool. They're like, oh, like this great persona. But honestly, most adults are messed up, and by association with messed up people, as a result, you become messed up too, and you stop using your imagination, you stop dreaming, you stop thinking about the possibility. But for many people, they follow the traditional path. They go to school, they get good grades, they go to college, they go get a job, and the job ends up paying them $13 an hour, or $11 an hour, or maybe they even can't get a job. So at that point, you start looking for something different. You start looking for answers. You start looking for solutions. So many of you are already trying to make money online, to build a business online, and you're trying to do this. You think that oh man, if you could find this new traffic strategy, if you could find this like new magical software that's gonna spit out paychecks while you're doing nothing, and you think that you need to find this external thing that doesn't really exist, while what you really need to fix and change and align is you. Because it's like, you go to a shooting range and you try to fire a sniper rifle. It doesn't matter how perfect the rifle is if your hand is shaking. You know what I mean? Because this outside thing can be super perfect, but inside you're not aligned, you're shaking. So you've got this brilliant new traffic strategy that works like gangbusters for other people, but for some reason, it can't work for you. And you think that it's the strategy, so you jump from one thing to another, never really sticking with anything long enough until you master it, until you get results. You just jump from one thing to another, thinking that it's the thing's fault, but in reality, it's you. It's you, and tonight I'm going to show you exactly how to change you. And when you change you, the outside world must change because it's a law, because it must, because it's like the small, like a chain, you know, you lift one end, the rest of the chain gets lifted up automatically. So I'm going to share with you the exact formula that will allow you to literally transform your character, transform you, and become the person you want to be, become the ultimate you. If you could just close your eyes for a second and imagine that the person that you want to become, the ultimate you, the you that's powerful, the you that's confident, the you that has the ability to command success into your life, the you that has the ability to sit on the beach, sink your toes to the hot sand as commissions keep rolling in because you've mastered the skills necessary to actually create that. What would that person look like? How would they walk? How would they talk? How would they hold themselves when they are at that level? You know, if you can imagine that, if you can imagine that, it's already real. It's already inside of you. And now we need to just make a few simple adjustments to get you closer to becoming that person. Because when you become that person, when you become successful here on the inside, success on the outside must follow, because it's you who's creating that. So what I'm going to share with you, it's literally going to take you 5 minutes a day, 2.5 minutes in the morning, 2.5 minutes in the evening. Maybe it's going to take you an hour on the first day to really get the certain things done. So once you get it done, it's literally 5 minutes a day. And if you're consistent, if you're persistent with what you're going to learn tonight, you can literally transform your life. So I'm going to explain to you the principles behind why this formula works, so that you actually apply this. Because if you know why something works, you will actually go out and do it. Because if I just told you what to do, you would not do it, because you would think it's too simple. No way it can be, but it can be. Okay, it can be. So think about this idea. Oh, by the way, be sure to pull out a pen, pull out a piece of paper, and take notes on this stuff, because we're going to get into some really deep and cool stuff. I want you to think about something. If somebody told you, hey, walk into the cage with this lion over here, would you do it? Probably not, right? Now the question is why? Well, because you know that the lion is gonna eat you, right? and that will be painful, right? So think about something that you really like doing. Maybe think about your dream. Think about the people you love. Now, when you think about those things, you probably want to do those things because they mean pleasure to you. See, everything human beings do, we do for one of two reasons: either to avoid pain or to gain pleasure. For example, if you are not making the money that you want to make, there's only one reason for it. Making money is more painful to you than not making money. Now, I know that there's somebody on this hangout who's just freaking out, wants to kill me, wants to just reach out for their computer and just choke me to death. But it's not money that you associate pain to. You associate pain to the things that will get you the money. You know what I mean? For example, we're telling you, hey, dude, you can start this business, make money, and you're like, but it's too expensive. It's too much time. I don't know how to do this. I don't have time. I don't want to learn this. See what I mean? Or maybe you're already working on a business, maybe you already have a business, but you associate pain to doing the things that you need to do to get this thing started, get this thing going. Maybe you associate pain to reading. Maybe you associate pain to working on your mindset, to reading, to listening. Maybe to associate pain to blogging or to advertising or whatever it is that is stopping you from taking the actions and producing results and producing the results that you want to have. So the second idea that I want to share with you is that it is important to get a mentor, to get a role model, somebody who is already living the life you want to live, and do your absolute best to emulate them. Try to think the way they think, act the way they act, think, talk, literally live the way they live on the outside. I mean, from the inside to the outside, so that you have a representation of what that ultimate you would look like, but not just in your imagination, but in real life. For example, I used to grow up thinking that the only way to live a life was to just like get good grades, go to school, go to college, get a good job. And when I was about 13, 14 years old, I discovered Arnold Schwarzenegger. But I mean, I knew who he was, but I discovered where he came from, how he got to where he was. I read his story, I read his autobiography, and I realized that there was something more to life than just the mundane day-to-day existence where you just wake up, roll out of bed because you're just dreading going to that job. And I realized that dreams can come true. Dreams really can come true, but you have got to make them come true. And think about this. Everything we learn either by experience or by by emulation. When you were a kid, when you were born, your mind was empty. It was like a blank page. But then you started learning to walk, to speak, to do everything that you do today by emulating the people who were around you. And that's how you got to where you are today. Now the question is, were you emulating, were you modeling the right people? If you grew up among successful people, chances are you might be successful in the future. Now I say might be because ultimately it's up to you. If it's up to the decisions to make, it's up to those little decisions every single day that ultimately produce the future, the results that you have. Now, if you were not born among successful people, you still have a chance. And in many cases, you're actually in a better position because you've got that hunger, you've got that drive, you've got this burning desire to create something better for yourself, for your family, and finally break the cycle of poverty, of struggle, of misery that your family had to go through when you were a kid. So in many cases, you are actually better off if you're not starting out from a position of success, of advantage and stuff like that. But again, you've got to make the decisions. You've got to start associating yourself with different people, looking up to different people, to the people who actually have what you want to have. Now, the third idea is going to be about programming the subconscious mind, because what are going to be the formula we're going to go through in just a second is going to involve reprogramming your subconscious mind. I mean, did I intend to wave this hand just like that? Did you intend to sit the way you're sitting right now, or did we just do it? We just do this stuff. We just do this stuff, and if your subconscious mind is not screwed on right, it's going to be messing with you, your success, and it's going to be sabotaging you from getting the things you want. So there are 2 times in the day that are like the best, the absolute best, for reprogramming your subconscious mind. That is the morning, when just after you wake up, and the evening, just before you go to sleep. And here's why. When you wake up in the morning, you have not yet started thinking about anything. So you've got like this fresh start, and if you can feed your mind what you want to create, it will actually be working, rearranging things around you, the things you notice, that will help you create what you want. And when you go to sleep, you will not be like consciously thinking about anything for the next maybe 6 to 8 hours. So this is the time to again feed your mind what you want, to create what you want, so that your subconscious mind will have all this time, because your subconscious doesn't sleep. So that your subconscious will have the time to rearrange your mind, to rearrange what you feel, what you focus on, the priorities you have for yourself. The next idea is autosuggestion. So pretty much who we are today, who you are today, who I am today, is a reflection of the way we have used the principle of autosuggestion. The person who succeeds, the person who's like on top of their game, they suggest to themselves that what they want to create will work. They suggest to themselves that they will succeed, and they believe in it, and they act as if what they're trying to create is already real, and they make it happen. On the other hand, the person who's not successful, the person who has not experienced their massive breakthrough yet, they walk around with doubt. They suggest to themselves that what they're doing will not work. They say stuff like, "Oh, I'll try this. I see if it's gonna work." Try is like a killer word. It's a presupposition that you're going to fail. If you look up in a dictionary, the meaning of the word "try" literally, I think it says something like, see if something is gonna work. Dude, if you've got a dream, if you're gonna create something, you can't just see if it's gonna work, because I'm telling you, you're gonna fail. Okay, you are going to fail, but failure is only temporary. There's no such thing as permanent failure. No matter what your situation is, no matter how many times you tried and not succeeded in the past, none of it matters, because one idea, one new strategy, one new thought can change everything for you. So there is no try. You do or you don't. You don't try. Okay, and the final thing I want to share with you about the subconscious is the idea that the subconscious mind acts on emotion. If you're like, if you're not excited about your goals, if you're not pumped up just by thinking about what you want to create, your subconscious mind will not act on that thought. It will not help you create what you want to. It will actually sabotage what you want to create. So a good way that I found to get your emotion going is to listen to music, and not just any type of music. I mean epic music. Okay, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. In case you don't, I personally love movie soundtracks. Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, Transformers, Batman, Superman, pretty much anything from Hans Zimmer. This stuff rocks, and when you listen to it, all of a sudden you feel powerful, you feel strong, you feel like you can walk through, you feel like you can handle anything. So now that we've covered that, we're going to I'm yeah, I lost the thought. Now that we covered that, I'm going to share with you the exact formula that we've been building up to through these principles. Principles and that formula, like I said, it's really simple. I want you to, number one, think about your role models. Think about the people that you admire. Think about the people who are living the life you want to live. And what are their most pronounced qualities? What is it about them that stands out to you the most? Maybe they are confident. Maybe they have a great work ethic. Maybe they are just brutal when it comes to encountering obstacles. Maybe they are persistent. What is it about that person that really attracts you to them? So, well, let me actually show you um, what what I've done. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out how to how to set this thing up. So hold on a second. I am going to share my screen here. Okay, so you should be seeing my screen right now. So make yourself like a Word document or PDF document, or just do it on a piece of paper and title it, I title it qualities I must develop. So on this side, you're going to do put the name of your role model, of your idol, of the person you want to emulate. Here, and in the middle, you're going to write the actual qualities that you want to develop, and the final tab over here is you're going to write why you want it, and you write it in a way that you link pleasure to that quality. You think about the person you want to be. You think about how would you act if you were already at that level, and you give yourself emotional reasons why you want to develop those qualities, and why you must develop them, and why you will not settle for anything else. So that's going to be one thing, and another thing is going to be the faults that you must terminate. So basically, you're linking pleasure to the qualities that you want to have, and you're linking pain to what you don't, to what you want to eliminate from yourself, from your life. So this part, that first part, is going to require a little bit of imagination, a little bit of desire, but this part is going to be harder because it's going to require you to look really honestly at what you're doing, at who you are, and realize that who you are right now is not who you want to be. So you've got to link massive pain to the current behavior, so that your mind will have a reason to get rid of it. So again, it's going to be like three tables over here. One is going to be equality, which is you write down what you're doing. Maybe you doubt yourself. Maybe you are afraid of failing. Maybe you are really mean to people, but you don't really mean to do that. So in the middle, you're going to describe the current behavior. What are you doing? So for example, for me, it was I don't believe in myself enough. I don't go all out because I don't have absolute certainty of success. And in the last table, you're going to write what are you going to change that to. So you're linking again pain to what you're doing right now, and pleasure to where you want to be. And it's important that you realize and you understand and you see how your present behavior is actually stopping you, preventing you from getting the success that you want to create. So that is gonna be it. Right now I'm going to be appearing back on the screen, and here I am. Okay, so when you get that list done, the next step is going to be, okay, so you make your list, you link pleasure to the qualities you want, and you link pain to what you don't want, and you read this list twice a day, every single day for at least 60 to 90 days, every single day, okay? I don't care what happens, you gotta do it every single day. First thing in the morning, after you wake up, and the last thing before you go to bed. And as you are reading this, you listen to epic music. Okay, because it's going to help you get emotional, and when you get emotional about something, you'll make it happen. You will make it happen. And one more, where is it? Okay, there it is. I'm going to give you a few assignments that will also help you to transform your life, to transform you, and help you become the person who will be more quickly and more easily. Number one, it is going to be read every single day for at least 30 minutes a day. 30 minutes a day, every single day, a minimum. I don't care if it's your wedding. I don't care if you're sick. I don't care if you're tired. I don't care. Do it. Do it every single day. You are bombarded from the outside world with negativity. Every single day, poison is trying to kill your dreams. So every single day, you need the antidote. You need a shield to protect yourself from all that negativity, from all that poison trying to enter your mind and steal your dreams from you. So reading, this is your shield. This is your antidote that is going to help you stay away from the negative and go towards the positive. The second thing I want you to do is listen to audio for a minimum of an hour every single day. And it's not like it's not like you just sit on your ass for an hour and do nothing, just listen to audio. No, here's what I do. I wake up, I go to the bathroom, I listen to audio. I prepare the food, I listen to audio. I eat, I listen to audio. I walk, I listen to audio. I just, whatever I do that doesn't require my conscious attention, I listen to audio. So it sometimes builds up to like hours and hours every single day. So you turn your downtime, the time when, like I said, you're not like using your mind very intensely, you turn that into your university. You turn that into your learning time. The first thing I want you to do is get and read a book called Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. Many people have read Think and Grow Rich, and that was like the first personal development book that I ever read, and it changed my life forever. I mean, I read it like two years ago, I think. By now I've read it like 9 times. So it's really some of the best stuff I've ever read. But this book, Outwitting the Devil, it was published a few years ago in 2011. It was written in 1938, but it was like hidden for all those years, because this is deep stuff. This is really deep stuff that if every person read this, the world will never be the same. So I want you to do those 3 things. I want you to read every single day for at least 30 minutes. I want you to listen to audio every single day. For how long? For the rest of your life. Okay? Those 2 things I want you to do for the rest of your life, because it's that important. And If you don't believe me, do it for 30 days, then stop for a day or a week and notice how crappy you feel. Okay? I mean, when I started reading books, I started reading them because they just felt good. It just felt good to read about what you're capable. It felt good to read about what's possible when you have a dream, when you decide that you're going to make it happen. What's possible, even though you may have struggled, even though you may have not experienced massive success yet. Just felt good to read and listen to this stuff. And then I'd have periods when I would stop and notice that I was getting like grumpy, unhappy, miserable, just I was complaining, I was getting negative. And the second I started reading and listening again, it all disappeared. It all disappeared. So my friend, it's that important. Okay, and so I want you to read every single day, listen every single day, read Napoleon Hill's Outwitting the Devil, and apply this stuff that I shared with you, this formula for transforming your character, reprogramming your mind. And when you take care of that, now your hand is steady. It's not shaking anymore. So now that you've got that part figured out straight on, now you go looking for the perfect rifle that's going to be the best for hitting your goal, making the money you want, living the dream lifestyle that you want to live. And it's not necessarily the new hot thing. It's not necessarily the new hot strategy. It's not necessarily the brand new software, because what if the brand new strategy stops working? What if the software gets outdated? What then? What then? Well, what you really need is, well, two things. Number one is the right education, because when you know what you're doing, when you really know it, you can recreate it as many times as you want. One time somebody asked Henry Ford what would happen if he lost all his billions, and he said, I would have it all back within 5 years. Why? Because this guy knew what he was doing. This guy took the time to educate himself on what he was doing, and he surrounded himself with people who were smarter than him. He created a mastermind so that he could have all the resources at his command to create what he wanted. So number one, you need the right education. Number two, you need the right vehicle that has been proven to work. And it just so happens to be exactly what we have inside the community that I'm a part of, because we've got education, we've got everything you need to successfully make money online and create the income, the lifestyle, the life that you want and deserve. And we also have a vehicle that's been proven to work. It's already created, I think something like 15 millionaires in the last 3 years. Of course, results not typical. You can see the average earnings at empowernetwork.com/income. But hey, those results not typical, but they're real, and they have been created by people who are no different than you and me. No, there's nothing special about them, but they took the time to work on themselves, to build themselves into that force, into that powerhouse, into that person who is capable of creating the reality that I want to create. So here's what we're going to do. Here's what I'm going to create this year. By the end of 2015, I'm going to help 10 people make between $5,000 and $10,000 a month, and we're going to do this. That's it, period. And we're going to do this whether you do anything or not. We're going to do this whether you're part of the team or whether you are not part of the team, because I know that there is right now somebody watching this who's got a dream. And maybe you've never succeeded before. Maybe you don't believe in yourself enough yet. Maybe you've been trying to go at this online money-making thing and you You've been just beating your head against the wall and you don't know what's wrong. You're working hard, you're busting your ass every single day, and it's not working for you. And here's what I can say to that. You know, one time I went to the bathroom and I saw a guy over there just banging his head against the wall. And I just kind of stopped and looked at the guy. I was like, he was like walking back and forth, just banging his head against the wall. And his forehead was all red. He was about to start bleeding. I was like, dude, what are you doing? He's like, I'm trying to get through this wall. And he smashes his head against the wall again and again and again. I'm like, dude, what's your name? He's like, I'm Billy. I'm like, Billy, dude, I want to show you something. You know, you might not know this, but there's actually this really brilliant, almost magical invention, and it's called a door. And you can just like press this little doorknob thing. You can push the door, and the door magically opens and creates a hole in the wall that is big enough for you to walk right through it. And Bill was like, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. It's no way. It's impossible. It's too good to be true. It's just too good to be true. I'm like, Billy, dude, just wait, okay? Just let me show you. So I press the doorknob, I push the door, and the door opens. And I walk right through the door. And I stand on the other side of the wall. And I'm saying, dude, Billy, check this out. You know, I'm on the other side of the wall. I walked through the wall. And you can just walk right through it without banging your head against the wall, without, you know, just really damaging yourself, dude. You can just walk through the wall. But Bill's like, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. It's too good to be true. No way, dude. No way. There's gotta be a secret. There's gotta be something else. The question I have for you is, what wall have you been trying to go through? And aren't you just sick and tired of banging your head against the wall and not going through it? Because here we have this magical invention called the door. And there are people walking right through it. People who are no better than you, no smarter than you, no more talented than you. And they are all standing on the other side of that wall, on the other side of the door, waving their hands towards you, saying, dude, you can just walk right through it. You can skip all the struggle, you can skip all the pain, you can skip all the years and months of banging your head against the wall, and you can just walk right through it. So the question I have for you is, what are you gonna do? Because there are people right now who are stepping into their vision, stepping into their dreams, stepping into their power, stepping into the life they want to live. Because they've made a decision. They've decided that they are not going to sit and wait while somebody else is doing what they could be doing. So my friend, if you decide that this is your time to win, there should be a green button below this video that says click here to join my team. It's going to take you to a video that's going to explain to you what we're doing, how we're doing it, and how it can help you to finally start making the money you want to make, to finally start living the life you want to live. And if you decide that this is your time, if you decide that it's time to step through that wall and step into the life you want to live, then my friend, I want to welcome you to the team. Because right now, you've got a choice. You've got two options. It's like that movie The Matrix. You remember that scene where Neo for the first time meets Morpheus, and Morpheus pulls out the pills, and he's like, "We've got two pills. We've got the blue pill and the red pill. You take the blue pill, the dream ends. You wake up tomorrow in your bed, believing whatever it is you want to believe. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I'll show you how deep the rabbit hole goes." So the question I've got for you is it gonna be the blue pill or the red pill? You choose. But whatever it is that you choose, remember that it's your choice, it's your decision, it's your life, and you're creating it. By those simple, small decisions that you make or don't make. Because by not making a decision, you've automatically made a decision to not do something. See, I can do it for you. I can give you the life you want to live. But I can show you the door. I can show you the way. I can show you where we're going. But you're the one who has to walk through that door. You're the one who has to make a decision that this is your time to win, that this is your time to create your breakthrough, that this is your time to live the life you know you're capable of living. You know you're capable of living it. Because if you didn't, you wouldn't even be here. You wouldn't be watching this. You wouldn't still be here. If you're still here, if you're still listening to me, you know that you want more, and you know that you can do it, because if you couldn't do it, you wouldn't want it. With a desire, automatically come the tools, the resources you need to make that desire real. But you've got to master it. You've got to bring this thing out from within. You've got to release that person that's inside of you, that's capable of creating great things, that's capable of creating success on demand. And I'm telling you, I don't know what you're capable of doing. I don't know you. I don't know what you're willing to do or not do. It's going to take work. It's going to take learning. It's going to take implementation. But at the end of the day, it's worth it. It's worth it. And just like a child learning to walk, you might stumble a few times, you might fall a few times, but every single time, I'm going to be here for you. I'm going to be here to tell you, get up, because you can do it, because I believe in you, because you've got a greatness inside of you. And just like you were learning to walk, and first you managed to stand, and you were shaking just a little bit, and you take a step, and you took another, and you took another, thinking consciously, putting all your effort into taking that just one step towards what you want. And isn't it amazing that right now, as you're listening to me on this hangout, you can walk effortlessly, and you don't even think about it. It just happens like that. And a couple months into the future, you might look back at this moment where you made a decision that this is your time, where you made a decision to get started with our team and create the life you want to live. You might look back at this moment when you are already successful. You might look back at this moment right here and remember that up until today, you were just banging your head against a brick wall. And you just made a decision to walk through the door. And isn't it amazing how powerful you really are? Isn't it amazing what you're able to create when you make a decision? and you follow through on that decision. Because by making a decision, you're stepping on a path. And on that path, there are going to be obstacles. And it is up to you. It is up to you to overcome those obstacles. Because those obstacles are not here to stop you. They are not here to stop you. You know why they are here? They are here so you can overcome them. And by overcoming them, you're getting stronger in proportion to the size of the obstacle. The bigger the obstacle is, the more powerful you will become when you overcome it. And one day, when you're at a point where you command your life, when you're at a point where you can do whatever you want to do, you will look back at those obstacles and you will be telling stories of struggle that ended with victory. And you will inspire somebody else. You will inspire somebody else to step into their power, to step into their vision, to step into their dream. Because if you could do it, because you believe in them, they can do it too. And the people around you will start to transform. Will start to transform because of you. Because of you. And I believe in you. I love you. And I believe that you can succeed. So my friend, again, if you want to, if you believe, if you decide that this is your time, there's a link button below this video. Pull out your credit card. Get started with us because we're going places. We're going to great places. We're going to make big things happen. And the magical thing is that we're going to do it with you or without you. We're going to do it whether you do anything or not. Because there are people who have dreams, who are like lions locked in a cage. And the second the cage is lifted, they burst out with all the power and fire inside of them, ready, determined to create their vision, to create their future. Right now, we just lifted the cage. The cage does not exist anymore. You're free. You're free to create what you want, and I believe that you can create it with us. So my friend, when you get started, what we're going to do is tomorrow or in the next day or two, we're actually going to get on a call, me and you, where we design a step-by-step game plan that will help specifically you get to your goals based on what you want, based on where you are right now. We're going to map out a game plan to get you from where you are to where you want to be. And my friend, I believe in you. I believe in you. I really do. And I believe that the only reason you have those dreams is to make them real. Because by you making your dreams real, by you stepping into your power, by you shining brightly, you automatically give other people permission to do the same. So my friend, that's it for today. I hope you enjoy this hangout. I hope you, if nothing else, I hope I was able to inspire you. I hope that you were able to realize that there's something special inside of you. And I hope that I was able to speak to that tonight. So my friend, if you're ready to make something happen, get started with us. And we're going to help you create the life that you want to live. We're going to help you get to the destination that you're ultimately meant to reach. So that being said, that's it for tonight. I will speak to you soon. Have a great night. Have a great life because you deserve it. You deserve to live your dreams. You deserve to get to the top. The question is, will you do it? Will you do it? Because I believe in you. I believe in you. I believe that you can do it. So go do it. Go do it. Go do it. Because you can. And when you believe in yourself, everything is possible. Everything is possible to you. Okay, so that being said, my friend, good night, good morning, whatever the time is you're watching this. Have a great night, have a great life, because it's your time to win, isn't it?